If you're a One Piece fan, stop scrolling, because I might have just found one of the most stacked One Piece mobile games you can play right now. This is One Piece, New Expedition, and bro, this game is not playing around. You've got Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Shanks, Kaido, Big Mom, massive pirate crews, insane combos, devil fruit abilities, hockey, and a full 6-character team system. But here's where it gets crazy. There's a hidden team combination system that can completely change how powerful your crew becomes. And later in this video, I'm showing you exactly how it works, plus how you can get massive in-game value through the X7 game version. So if you're a One Piece fan, you're gonna want to see this. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I actually play this? Don't worry, I got you covered. The game is available for Android and iOS, and the download is done through X7 Game. The process is actually way easier than I expected. First, open the X7 Game link from the description or pinned comment. Once you're inside, go to the Me section. Register using your email, complete the verification, and log into your account. Then simply search for One Piece, New Expedition. Find the game, hit download, and you're good to go. The game is roughly 750 to 850 megabytes, so compared to a lot of modern mobile games, that's actually pretty lightweight. And yes, Android players and iPhone players can both jump in, so nobody gets left behind. The adventure starts here. The moment you boot this game up, the first thing that hits you is the One Piece atmosphere. You're not just throwing random characters onto a team, you're building your own pirate crew. And this is where the game starts cooking. You can summon and collect some of the biggest names in the entire One Piece universe. Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Shanks, Kaido, Big Mom. You already know the roster is absolutely stacked. And then you build a team of 6 pirates. But here's the part I really like. Your strongest characters aren't necessarily going to carry the entire team by themselves, because this game has something called pirate bonds. Basically, certain characters have connections based on their crews, alliances, or relationships from the One Piece story. Put the right characters together, and you can activate special effects and combination attacks. So suddenly, your team isn't just 6 strong characters. It becomes an actual crew. And that can massively increase your overall combat power. That's where the strategy starts getting interesting. The combat is where things get crazy. The battles are turn-based, but don't let that make you think this is some boring auto battle simulator. Because once your team starts building energy, that's when things get spicy. You're charging up your abilities, managing your attacks, choosing the right moment to unleash your strongest skills, and watching these characters completely explode onto the screen. Devil fruit abilities, hockey, special attacks, combo skills, and the game uses 2D live animation effects to make those attacks hit harder visually. You know that feeling when you activate an ultimate and you just sit there like, okay, that was actually sick. Yeah, that happens a lot here. And because your 6-character formation matters, you're constantly thinking about which pirates work best together. Do you stack your team around raw damage? Do you build around stronger bonds? Do you focus on specific abilities? Or do you create a balanced crew that can survive longer battles? That's where the game starts becoming way more addictive than it looks at first. Build your dream pirate crew, and honestly, this is probably the biggest reason One Piece fans are going to enjoy this game. You can basically create your own version of the ultimate pirate crew. Imagine putting Luffy and Zoro together, then adding Sanji, Shanks, and some absolute monsters to complete the formation. Or going completely crazy and building around characters like Kaido and Big Mom. The possibilities get ridiculous. And because this is a gacha RPG, collecting characters becomes a huge part of the experience. You're constantly looking for stronger units, better combinations, higher rarity characters, better upgrades, and eventually, those little improvements start turning into massive increases in combat power. That progression loop is dangerous. You play one more stage, get some resources, upgrade a character, unlock a new ability, increase your combat power. Then suddenly you're like, okay, one more stage, and 2 hours disappeared. Classic mobile gaming W. But then there's the X7 game advantage. Now this is where things get really interesting. The X7 game version comes with a 0.1 recharge offer. That basically means you can pay around 1% of the original price for eligible purchases. Yeah, 1%. That is a ridiculous difference if you're someone who normally spends money on mobile games. And there's more. You also get a daily 648 value voucher when you log in. That can help you push your account, grab packs, and chase those higher rarity characters like UR and SSR units. So if you're trying to build a stacked account without burning through your wallet, this is definitely something you're going to want to check. And then, there are the stage rewards. Certain story progression rewards can be boosted up to 3 times. That means more resources, more gold, more EXP, and faster progression. So instead of spending forever trying to level everything up, you can accelerate your account and get your crew stronger much faster. The real grind. And this is where I think the game has some serious potential. Because One Piece, New Expedition isn't just about collecting your favorite characters. It's about building a team that actually works. You might pull a character that looks insane on paper, but then you realize they don't fit your current formation. So you start experimenting. You swap characters, you test different bonds, you change your formation, you upgrade abilities, and suddenly you discover a combination that completely destroys the previous setup. That feeling of finding a broken team combination? That's the good stuff. That's when the game starts cooking. And because the game is built around the One Piece universe, there's already a massive pool of characters and relationships to work with. So the possibilities for team building are huge. Should you play it? If you're a One Piece fan and you enjoy collecting characters, building teams, upgrading your account, and watching flashy anime abilities go absolutely crazy, then yeah, this one deserves a look. The download size is relatively small. It supports Android and iOS. You've got a 6-character formation, pirate bonds, devil fruit abilities, hockey, 2D live animation, UR and SSR characters, and the X7 game version adds some seriously interesting bonuses for progression and spending. Just remember, the exact availability of rewards and offers can change, so check the current X7 game listing when you download. So here's the real question. Is One Piece, New Expedition actually one of the best One Piece mobile games for building your dream pirate crew, or is it just another gacha game with a One Piece skin? I want to know what you think, and more importantly, if you could build a 6-character crew using any One Piece characters, who are you picking? Luffy, Zoro, Shanks, Kaido, Big Mom, or are you cooking up some completely broken combination nobody expects? Drop your 6 characters in the comments. I'm actually curious to see what you guys come up with. And if you want to stay ahead of the mobile gaming curve, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because I'm constantly hunting for the newest and craziest games you need to know about. So this your brother Uzumaki. See you in the next video, and of course, with new games. Peace out!